Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome onto the campus of Willow Canyon High School for tonight's AIA 5A quarterfinal matchup between the visiting number 9 seed Carl Hayden Community Falcons and your number 1 seed Willow Canyon Wildcats. Good evening, everyone. Derek Diesner here with you as we get you set for tonight's opening tip between the Falcons and the Wildcats. Carl Hayden comes into tonight's matchup at 20-7 overall. Your Wildcats come in with a record of 22-4. In the 5A rankings, Willow Canyon currently ranked number 4, while the Carl Hayden Community Falcons are ranked 11th. Let's tell you how both of these teams got here, beginning with Carl Hayden, who back on February 26th traveled to Cienega and came away with the upset victory 75-69. Willow Canyon got that first round bye, and they were waiting for Carl Hayden. Remember, Willow Canyon started in the Open Championship before falling in their first round matchup to Hamilton by a final of 86-75. That dropped them into the 5A state championship bracket, and they are ready for their first contest here this evening. We'll step aside for the playing of our national anthem. We'll be back with the starting lineups right after the anthem. Let's get you tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the visitors from Carl Hayden Community High School. They're led by head coach Rodney Brown, and here's his starting lineup tonight. Number 1, Tyon Wright. Number 3, Joseph Lindsay Jr. Number 13, Miles Woods. Number 23, Kyrie Lopes. And number 24, Prince Cash. That's Wright, Lindsay Jr., Woods, Lopes, and Cash. Now it's time to get you tonight's starting lineups for your Willow Canyon Wildcats. They'll send out this lineup from head coach Joseph Coletti. Number 0, freshman Jaden Hayes. Senior, number 1, Khalil Kelly. Senior, number 3, Zayden Conchano. Freshman, number 4, Maurice Carter II. And junior, wingman, number 22, Austin Cooper. That's Hayes, Kelly, Conchano, Carter II, and Cooper. Again, the Willow Canyon Wildcats led by head coach Joseph Coletti. He is assisted by Jervis Hayes, Chuck Hippa, and Davian Scott. Carl Hayden will be wearing their road blue tops and blue bottoms with gold trim, letters and numbers in blue outlined in yellow. Willow Canyon in their icy white tops and white bottoms with blue trim. Willow Canyon across the chest. Letters and numbers in blue with a white trim. We are ready to get underway in this quarterfinal matchup. And Carl Hayden wins the opening tip. With the ball is Lindsey Jr. He'll kick it out. Carl Hayden will move it around. Driving down the lane, putting it in for two is Tyon Wright. And he gets Carl Hayden on the board first. 2-0 our score, just 18 seconds in. Willow Canyon with their first offensive possession of the evening. Driving to the bucket is Jaden Hayes, unable to convert. Ball last touched by Austin Cooper as it goes out of bounds. Turnover to Carl Hayden. So the Falcons will get the ball right back with the early 2-0 lead. And this is a trap Willow Canyon can't fall into. We saw this in their Open Championship opening round game against Hamilton. They got off to a slow start and it really burned them. Carter II drives down the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound Cooper. Cooper kicks it out to Hayes. Hayes gets it in the hands of Conchano and he'll back things out. Khalil Kelly sets the offense, 25 on the shot clock. Kelly picks up his dribble, bounce pass over to Hayes, and we've got a whistle. It's going to go against Miles Woods. That is his first, Carl Hayden's first. First foul of the game committed by the Falcons, and it'll be an inbound on the far side of the court. Inbound pass triggered by Khalil Kelly. Referees talking things over. As Carl Hayden head coach Rodney Brown had a question. Trapped around midcourt is Maurice Carter II. And we've got a whistle going against the Falcons. Substitutions for Willow Canyon checking in will be number 11, Jaden Maxwell, as well as number 2, Daniel Garza. They will replace Aiden Conchano and Austin Cooper. 2-0, a minute 12 into this game. Willow Canyon looking to get on the scoreboard. Hayes got his pocket picked. Racing down the court is Joseph Lindsey Jr., and now he'll back things out. Lindsey Jr., kick out. Driving and getting the ball stripped is Tyon Wright, but we've got a whistle down low. This will go against Willow Canyon. It'll be an inbounds pass for Carl Hayden. Fresh 35 on the shot clock, and now a timeout will be called. And we'll take one with them. 6:29 to go in this first quarter of play. 2-0 Carl Hayden leads Willow Canyon. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back right after this. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Falcon ball. They will inbound underneath their own bucket. Fresh 35 on the shot clock. Minute and a half into this game. Three-pointer in the corner, and that is good by Joseph Lindsey Jr. 5-0, Carl Hayden leads. Jaden Hayes over to Kelly. Kelly going to go to Hayes for three. No good. Rebound into the hands of Lindsey Jr. He gets it to Wright. Wright going to back it out and set up a play. Hands it off to Lindsey Jr., who drives, floater up, and good. Carl Hayden wasting no time. Shocking Willow Canyon in these first few minutes with a 7-0 lead. Driving down the lane and going up with it is Khalil Kelly. No good, but he's fouled. He'll head to the line for a pair. On the season, Khalil Kelly, 74% free throw shooter. Averages close to 15 points per game. First free throw is good. Checking back in for Willow Canyon is Zayden Conchano replacing Daniel Garza. Second free throw for Kelly. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound, Prince Cash. 7-1 our score. Lindsey Jr. quickly brings it up court. Into the corner. Cross-court pass is successful. Pull-up jumper on the way. In and out, no good. Rebound, Jaden Hayes. Hayes looking to push it. Gets it up to Conchano. Conchano near side. Dribbles down the lane. Kicks it out. Three-pointer by Kelly. No good. Rebounds high on right. Wright races up court yet again. Thought about a three. Passes it down low. No good. Ball tipped around, and Conchano going to come up with the loose ball following the Prince Cash miss. At the other end, Hayes with the left, and he gets it to go for his first bucket of the game. 7-3. Willow Canyon down just 4. Wright, top of the key. He's going to fire up a three over Maxwell. No good. Rebound by Khalil Kelly. Kelly brings it up court. Pass over to Carter II. Maurice Carter II. Fadeaway jumper. Buries it. And just like that, Willow Canyon back in this game, down 2. 7-5 our score. Under 4.5 to play in this first quarter. Maxwell steals it, goes up, swatted away. Maurice Carter II's there to clean it up and put it in. Tie game, 7-7. Lindsey Jr. drives to the bucket, and he'll kiss it off the glass for 2. Lindsey Jr. now with 7 in this first quarter. 7 of the 9 points have been scored by Joseph Lindsey Jr. Maurice Carter II, the freshman, dazzles. Foul on the floor, so the bucket won't count. But Maurice Carter II with 4 points so far. Substitutions on both ends for Carl Hayden. Elijah Eidelberg Slaughter checks in along with Muhammad Kalua. And checking in for Willow Canyon is DeGerald Gilkey. It'll be Willow Canyon ball on their own baseline. Into Jaden Hayes. Hayes, fade away. Man in his face, no good. Look to get a foul call. He does not. Lindsey Jr. races up the court. 30 on the shot clock. They get it down to Cool, and he puts it in. Cool as the rule. The senior measures in at 6'8". He'll be a tough guard tonight for Willow Canyon. Kelly drives down the lane and unable to convert as he left it short. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Falcons. It'll be Willow Canyon ball. Conchano and Byron Lobmeyer check into the game, replacing Gilkey and Maxwell. Inbounds pass goes to Maurice Carter II. Fade away, 3, got it. They got to put it in that man's hands. I was watching Maurice Carter II in warm-ups. He just walked around the three-point arc, and I don't recall seeing him miss. He's got the hot hand. He's feeling it. Get it in the freshman's hand here this evening. That's got to be the game plan early on. Call goes against the Falcons, and it'll be Willow Canyon ball. 11-9, Willow Canyon down a bucket. Conchano gives it over to Kelly. Kelly will bring it up court. Hand off to Carter II. Back over to Kelly. Thought about it. Drives in. Fadeaway jumper. No good. Rebound, Prince Cash. Cash to Tyon Wright. Out ahead. Going up. is Elijah Eidelberg Slaughter, and it'll be an offensive foul against Eidelberg Slaughter. We'll have substitutions for both teams as Maxwell and Garrison Bambola will check in for Willow Canyon. And for Carl Hayden, Josiah Lloyd checks in. Carter the second. Fade away at the free throw line, no good. Rebound, Prince Cash. Cash averages 6 rebounds a game. I have a feeling he's going to exceed that here this evening. He has found the ball plenty down in the paint on the defensive end. Hold going against Willow Canyon. Jaden Maxwell whistled for the foul. And Khalil Kelly checks back in, replacing Zayden Conchano. Inbounds for Carl Hayden. They get it over to Prince Cash. Work it down low. And stepping away from the bucket was Cool. Bounced in and out. And it's Willow Canyon ball. We've got a foul underneath. Prince Cash was whistled for the foul. That will send Jaden Hayes to the line. Hayes averages close to 14 points a game. He is a 68% free throw shooter. Hayes with 2 points on the night. First bucket is in. Second free throw attempt for Hayes is no good. Ball fought for, and Cool comes away with the rebound. He threw it out of bounds to Tyon Wright. He tried just tiptoeing that out of bounds line, and the referee was right there. 11-11 our score. Khalil Kelly, the senior, doesn't want to see his career come to a close here tonight. Hayes gives it off. And Bambola is fouled on his way to the bucket. Bambola averages close to 3 points per game on the season from the free throw line, a 63% free throw shooter, and he buries the first. Conchano will check back in, replacing Jaden Maxwell. 1:37 left in this first quarter of play, 12-11. Willow Canyon leads by 1. Bambola knocks the second one down as well. 13-11, Willow Canyon by 2. Eidelberg Slaughter over to Wright. Wright is going to back it out. Guarded by Conchano, top of the key. Working around the screen does Wright. Gives it to Cool. Cool drives on the left side, and he's fouled. Cool had nowhere to go, was looking to pass the ball, and was able to draw a foul. So Cool will head to the line. Cool on the year, a 38% free throw shooter, and he connects on the first. Cool averages 3 points a game and about 6 rebounds. Second free throw, no good. Rebounds by Bambola. 13-12, Willow Canyon leads by 1. Kelly up top to Hayes. Hayes gives it back to Kelly. They're trapped in this near side corner. Over to Carter the second. Top of the key. Maurice Carter the second gives it off to Kelly, who's going to drive, put up the right-hand floater. No good. Ball tipped around. Rebound by Cool. Outlet out ahead. Carl Hayden gives it off to Josiah Lloyd, who gets it to go. And the Falcons are back on top, 14-13. Hayes over to Maurice Carter II. Willow Canyon looking to reclaim the lead as they trail by 1. Bambola gets his pocket picked by Lloyd. Driving, putting it up with the right, no good. Rebound into the hands of Khalil Kelly. They'll give it off. Maurice Carter II for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound deflected over to the Falcons. Trying to go coast to coast was Elijah Eidelberg Slaughter, and he is fouled underneath the bucket. 5 seconds left in this first quarter of play. It's a 1-point lead for the Falcons, and Eidelberg Slaughter going to the free throw line. Averages 4 points a game. Is a 58% free throw shooter. First attempt is up and good. Maxwell checks in. He replaces Bambola. Second free throw attempt for Eidelberg Slaughter is good. 5.5 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. They'll get it to Hayes. Hayes pull up 3 at the buzzer, air ball. And he left 1.1 second on the clock. He tripped. And checking into the game for Willow Canyon will be Byron Lobmeyer replacing Hayes. So trying to bring in some size. And we've got a whistle. Timeout by the official. As they're going to have to reset the clock, put back 1.1. So the refs are talking it over. One scoreboard was showing 1.1. The other was showing 0.5 of a second. And they'll keep it at 0.5 of a second. So the Falcons will just hold it, and that'll do it. After 1 quarter of play, it's the Carl Hayden Falcons 16, Willow Canyon Wildcats 13. We'll take a break and be back with the second quarter right after.
Dicer is proud to offer top-quality preschool programs that will help prepare your child to succeed. The 3 options available are Growing Minds Preschool, a tuition-based school for children ages 2 to 5, Developmental Preschool for those students identified as needing special education services, and Peer Role Model, where typically developing children serve as peer models for those with special needs. Visit our website to learn more and enroll your child today.
We head to the second quarter here at Willow Canyon High School with the Wildcats trailing the number 9 seeded Carl Hayden Community Falcons. Derek Diesner back here with you. 16-13 our score as Willow Canyon has their original starting lineup on the floor minus Conchano. Jaden Maxwell in his place. It will be Willow Canyon ball to start this second quarter. Student section all on their feet. Carl Hayden, big following here this evening as you're getting a good shot of it right now. You can see how filled those bleachers are on the other side of the court. Just a couple of rows deep, but there's really not any spot for anybody to sit besides the cheerleaders. So Willow Canyon to start with it here in the second. Kelly gonna back it out. Gives it off to Hayes for 3. No good. Offensive rebound to Cooper, and Willow Canyon will reset with a fresh shot clock. Maurice Carter II, fadeaway. No good. Ball tipped out of bounds by Cooper. It will be Carl Hayden ball. Tyon Wright to inbound. Gives it off to Joseph Lindsay Jr. to bring it up court. It has really been the Wright and Lindsay Jr. show to begin for Carl Hayden offensively. Prince Cash has been busy defensively for the Falcons. Blocked by Willow Canyon. Maxwell looking to go the distance, and he traveled. He was looking to draw some contact at the end of that play, and as he did that, he was fouled. So that'll turn it over back to the Falcons. Joseph Lindsay Jr. passing it off. Prince Cash now works around a screen, puts up a jumper, and he knocks it down. So Cash on the scoreboard with his first bucket of the game. Carter the second, gives it off to Hayes, and a whistle. Another turnover by Willow Canyon. Conchano and Garza check in, replacing Cooper and Hayes. 6:41 to go until halftime. Carl Hayden leads by 5 over Willow Canyon. Joseph Lindsay Jr. turns it over. Maxwell comes away with the steal. Over to Garza. Garza, three-pointer on the way by Kelly, no good. Cool with the rebound. Outlet pass to Tyon Wright. Wright going to give it off to Joseph Lindsay Jr. Jr. comes near side over to Tyon Wright. Wright working on Conchano, drives down the lane, puts it up, no good. And Conchano going to come away with a loose ball. To Carter the second for three, no good. Cool with another rebound. Outlet ahead, intercepted by Conchano. Conchano going to cut down the lane, give it off to Carter the second, to Kelly. Kelly was fouled, no bucket, but the foul will be called on Muhammad Cool. Cool held him, and he knows it. Checking in for Willow Canyon will be Byron Lobmeyer. He replaces Zayden Conchano. Daniel Garza to inbound for Willow Canyon underneath his own bucket. Inbounds pass goes to Kelly. Kelly got it stripped, gets it back, and now taken away by Cool, who just wrestled it out of his arms. Going coast to coast is Joseph Lindsay Jr., and he gets it to go. He's now at 9 on the evening, and Maurice Carter II is fouled by Prince Cash. So it'll be another inbounds for Willow Canyon as Jaden Hayes going to check in, replacing Khalil Kelly. 4 fouls by Carl Hayden. Check that, 2 by the Carl Hayden Falcons. None committed here in this second quarter by Willow Canyon. Maurice Carter II almost threw it away. It was saved by Jaden Hayes to Maxwell, and Maxwell was fouled by Muhammad Cool. So Maxwell will head to the line. Maxwell, a 64% free throw shooter, looking for his first points of the evening. And he gets the first one to go. Substitution upcoming for Willow Canyon as DeGerald Gilkey is standing at the scorer's table to replace Jaden Maxwell. Wildcats down 6. Second free throw by Maxwell is good, and now he will come out, replaced by DeGerald Gilkey. Carl Hayden taking their time getting the ball up court, and they finally do, as Wright and Lindsey Jr. were playing catch. Lindsey Jr. for 3, he got it. He looked right at the home fans and his bench to let them know after draining that from distance. A foul called at the other end on Miles Woods. The sophomore whistled for his first. So that'll be the 4th foul. One more by the Falcons, and that will put Willow Canyon at the free throw line for the remainder of the quarter. Maurice Carter, the second, missed from point-blank range. Joseph Lindsay Jr., another 3, and he's got it again. It almost sounded like the fans yelled boom, which they may have. 23-15, Falcons over the Wildcats. Carter the second forcing up a shot, and he will head to the line. Carter the second's been busy for Willow Canyon. He's got 7 points on the evening. That leads all scorers as he heads back to the free throw line where he's a 72% free throw shooter. First one is up and good. Khalil Kelly going to check in, replacing Byron Lobmeyer. They were really trying to get the referee's attention so they could make the substitution. Carter the second free throw is good. He's at 9 points now on the evening as Lindsey Jr. will bring the ball ahead. They'll work it in the corner. Driving, and I think they're going to whistle Cooper for a foul. He was looking for a clean block there on Miles Woods. Instead, Woods will head to the free throw line. The sophomore knocks down his first free throw. Woods on the year, a 63% free throw shooter. Second attempt, in and out, no good. Rebound, Jaden Hayes. Hayes gonna push it for the Wildcats. He's looking to go coast to coast. Was blocked at the last second, but a foul occurred, and I believe they're whistling Kyrie Lopes on the foul. 10-point lead for Carl Hayden as they've gotten hot and Willow Canyon can't buy a shot. Jaden Hayes will head to the free throw line. Hayes with 3 points tonight. He's a 68% free throw shooter, and he knocks down the first. Checking in for the Falcons is Damani Mitchell. Mitchell replaces Prince Cash. And free throw is good by Hayes. That gives him 5 on the night. Lindsey Jr. kicks it out to the sophomore Woods, and we've got a whistle down low. Willow Canyon can't believe it. Believe they whistled Kelly on the foul. And it'll be an inbounds for the Falcons. They'll work it around the three-point arc. Three-pointer on the way, and good by Miles Woods. Carl Hayden feeling it right now as a team. The Falcons can't miss here in this second quarter. They lead 30-19. Maurice Carter the second, step back three, in and out, no good. Rebound, Kyrie Lopes. Lopes over to Joseph Lindsay Jr. Lindsay Jr. showing off his dribbling skills, putting on a clinic out there on Daniel Garza. Driving down the lane, kicks it out. Laying it up, no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Willow Canyon basketball. Last touch by Tyon Wright. 30-second timeout called. We'll take one with them. 3:11 to go in this first half. It's 30-19. Carl Hayden leads. We'll be back right after this.
Brought to you by Red Robin and Surprise. At Red Robin, we serve more than just gourmet burgers. We also serve our communities in more ways than just yum.
Did you know Red Robin offers fundraisers for local charities, catering for all your events? There's even Kids Days every Wednesday. Learn more about these burgerific opportunities at redrobin.com, or better yet, visit us at Surprise Red Robin and see yourself why it's the perfect destination for yum.
Red Robin, yum.
3:08 to go until halftime. And it's been all Falcons here in this second quarter. Willow Canyon hanging tough, down just 11, 30-19. And it'll be Wildcat ball coming out of the timeout as Maurice Carter II walks the ball up court. Top of the key with it. He's had the hot hand this evening for Willow Canyon. Bounce pass over to Kelly. He'll take a three and make it. Kelly now with 4 points. That is his first bucket of the evening. Tyon Wright to bring it ahead for the Falcons. Bounce pass over to Lopes. Up top now to Woods. Woods drives down the lane. Spin move. Puts up a no-look layup. Not even close. Willow Canyon comes away with it. Hayes trapped. Looking to go somewhere with it. Somehow got it over to Cooper. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Willow Canyon with 24 on the shot clock. Elijah Eidelberg Slaughter going to check back in. He replaces Miles Woods. Prince Cash coming in. And he will replace Kyrie Lopes. Check it, not Lopes. It'll actually be Damani Mitchell. Willow Canyon will take it in the backcourt. Kelly, hand off to Carter II. Carter II gives it over to Hayes. Hayes drives, gets it down low, laying it up and in for two is Austin Cooper for his first points of the evening. Willow Canyon down by 8. At the other end come the Falcons. Three-pointer, no good. Carter II, the rebound. He'll look to go coast to coast. Carter II slashing down the lane, no good. A late whistle, and they're going to say Joseph Lindsay Jr. stepped out of bounds. It'll be Willow Canyon basketball right underneath their bucket. Jaden Maxwell going to check in, replacing Daniel Garza. Under 2 minutes to go in this first half. Willow Canyon trails by 8, looking to cut into that deficit. Kelly drives in, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled. The Falcons already over the limit, so he'll head to the line for a pair. Only 2 fouls committed by Willow Canyon here in the second quarter. Kelly, a 74% free throw shooter, has 4 points on the evening. Make it 5. Checking right back in for Carl Hayden is Damani Mitchell. And he will replace Kyrie Lopes. Got a bit of a delay right now. Looks like something happening in the stands. Might be in the student cheering section, as we've got the Willow Canyon athletic director on the floor, and it looks like he's got to throw out a fan. Somebody said something to the referee. Looks like it may actually be a parent, not a student. As game is being paused as they throw out the fan, and it looks like the fan's actually being thrown out for saying something to Carl Hayden's head coach, Rodney Brown. As Brown and that fan had a bit of a stare down. Cheerleaders are cheering for the Falcons. So not the best scene that you want to see, as the battle should be on the court, not in the stands. At the free throw line for Willow Canyon is Khalil Kelly. And we are able to resume play now after the fan has been removed from the gymnasium. Kelly's free throw is good. And Elijah Eidelberg Slaughter will bring it ahead for the Falcons. It is just a 4-point lead now for Carl Hayden. And we've got a whistle going against the Falcons. The call was against Damani Mitchell. Willow Canyon feeling the momentum, down 4. 90 seconds to go in this first half. Conchano looks down low to Cooper, puts it up and in off the glass. It's a 2-point lead for the Falcons. Lindsey Jr. Handoff over to Tyon Wright. It's left short. Offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound for the Falcons. Spin move. Floater. Good by Joseph Lindsey Jr. Lindsey Jr. now with 17 in this first half for Carl Hayden. Carter the second goes up. No good, but he's fouled, and he'll head to the line for a pair. 4-point lead for the Falcons, 32-28, 44 seconds to go until the half. And Maurice Carter the second at the free throw line. He has 9 points on the evening, a 72% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. And we'll have a substitution. Byron Lobmeyer checks in for Austin Cooper. Carter the second free throw, in and out, no good. Rebound controlled by Damani Mitchell. Mitchell gets it over to Joseph Lindsey Jr. Lindsey Jr., top of the key. Slings it over. They'll work it to the deep corner. Dribbling it out is Tyon Wright. Three-pointer on the way, and that is good by Prince Cash. Cash now with 5 on the night. Driving baseline. Maurice Carter the second. He gets it to go. 12 points on the evening. Tyon Wright going to bring the ball ahead. 14 seconds to go until halftime. He'll drive to the bucket. Puts it up and gets it to go. Tyon Wright now with 4 points. Hayes going to try and get a last-second shot off. His pocket is picked by Mitchell. They'll give it over to Tyon Wright, who puts it up. No good. Conchano the rebound. And there's the buzzer. At the half, Carl Hayden leads Willow Canyon 37-31. We'll take a break and be back with the second half right after this.
It's about the full range of emotions and those little faces of joy that make our Dysart Kindergarten program so special. You'll see some smiling faces, curious faces, definitely some silly faces, sad faces, wow faces, and just plain adorable faces. Join us on March 11th for our kindergarten showcase to meet teachers, tour schools, and enroll for the 25-26 school year. Your child's bright future starts now.
Good morning, Wildcats. I'm Izzy Glenn, and today we're going to be interviewing Varsity Show Choir. So who are you and what do you do?
I am Mr. McDonald. People call me Mac. I'm the choir teacher here at Willow Canyon High School. I also teach piano.
What are you excited for this semester?
Well, coming up here in just about a month and a half, we have our first show choir competition out in Anthem at Boulder Creek High School. And then about a month after that, we head out to California. We're performing at Oceanside High School and at Disneyland, which is super exciting. The show choirs get to do a lot of traveling. And this year, concert choir is coming along, which will be a lot of fun.
So what are the goals you hope to accomplish?
Every year at competition, our goal is to have the best version of our show be on stage. That's it. We can't control what other people do. We can't control the other shows, but I know that if we have our best show in front of those judges, we can always accomplish something pretty cool. So that's our goal, is to put on the best show that Willow Canyon can.
So is there anything you would like to show us, as of your progress and stuff?
I mean, I don't wanna pull the mask back too much, but Batman may be prowling the halls a little bit around here, and we're super excited to see what he has to share on stage. And if you want to see it, come see us at our spring concert in May. We'd love to show you guys the set and all the cool stuff that we win at competition.
Hey everybody, I'm Miss Moss, Sports Med 1-2. Today all my students, along with Miss Parmley and Mr. Morris's kids, are going to be learning how to do Stop the Bleed. It's a certification where they can help somebody, save somebody's life in any type of emergency. So this is what you're going to see. We've got a lot of Banner ER trauma nurses out here, Honor Health nurses out here, paramedics, off-duty fire that are helping train these kids to learn how to save life.
This is what we have in the second grade. Do you guys have any questions?
I recommend if you guys have the opportunity to practice when you can. It's one of those things. Whenever it does come time for it, it should be muscle memory. You should be able to do it real quick. So without that repetition and practice, it's not gonna be muscle memory. Also, if you guys don't have one in the household in the vehicle, I think you guys have some here at the school. A lot of like malls, churches, stuff like that have the Stop the Bleed kits.
First step, direct pressure. After direct pressure, then we're going to go to wound packing. If that's not, then what are we going to? Where can you put this? Arms, legs. Are you going to put it on somebody's neck? You're going to put it on their belly? You're going to put it on their head? No. All right. So limbs above the joints. All right. Now
today we're doing a lab about like bleeding, deep wounds, and how to treat them. And it's important because bleeding is actually the #1 cause of preventable injuries. And when you have nothing to, when some situation happens and you don't know what to do, that can result in you and the other person getting injured. And when you know what to do, you can save a life. So yeah.
We've done labs like this before with like wrapping ankles and wrists. So this is kind of similar to preventing an injury or further injury or going to the ER. And yeah, we've done lots of wrapping, how to prevent an injury from happening, and what to do when you're in a situation where you're panicking and the person that is injured is panicking too. They're really fun, and they're also really good at giving you life essentials to helping other people when they're in need, and also just being calm in a situation when there's life or death.
Brought to you by Red Robin and Surprise. At Red Robin, we serve more than just gourmet burgers. We also serve our communities in more ways than just yum.
Did you know Red Robin offers fundraisers for local charities, catering for all your events? There's even kids' days every Wednesday. Learn more about these burgerific opportunities at redrobin.com, or better yet, visit us at Surprise Red Robin and see yourself why it's the perfect destination for yum.
Red Robin, yum.
Mic check.
All right, can you hear me now? I can hear you just fine. I could hear you. I heard you. Welcome back to Willow Canyon High School. Derek Diesner here with you as we inch closer and closer to the second half between the 9th-seeded Carl Hayden Community Falcons and the 4th-seeded, the number 1 seed Willow Canyon Wildcats. They're number 4 in 5A. Score at halftime is in favor of the visitors from Carl Hayden in Phoenix, 37-31. Let's get you some first half stats, beginning with our visitors. The Falcons were led in scoring by junior point guard Joseph Lindsay Jr., who finished the first half with 17 points. Prince Cash had 5. Tyon Wright and Miles Wood both had 4, while Mohammed Cool had 3 and Elijah Eidelberg Slaughter had 2. Leading the way for Willow Canyon, Maurice Carter II finished with 12. Khalil Kelly had 6, and Jaden Hayes has 5. Jaden Maxwell had 2, as did Garrison Bambola, and 4 points for Austin Cooper. Carl Hayden will start with the ball here in the second half. They'll work it near side over to Tyon Wright. Wright going to kick it in the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Left it short, but Cool is there for the rebound and the putback for his first points of the game. 39-31, Falcons by 8. Carter II, fade away, puts it up and in for 2, and he picks up right where he left off in that first half. 14 points now in the evening for the freshman phenom. Lindsey Jr. works it in the corner. Cool again, and he puts it in. The post player measures in at 6'8", and he now is up to 7 points on the evening. Carter II gives it off to Hayes, who buries a 3. Hayes now with 8 on the night, and we've got a 30-second timeout called by Carl Hayden. We'll keep it here as we are a minute 3 into this third quarter of play. 41-36 our score. Carl Hayden leads Willow Canyon by 5. And it's been some quick scoring here in this second half. Both of these teams must have had some pretty good halftime speeches by their head coaches, as they both have come out firing and have been feeling it early on. And that's what Willow Canyon needs after that second quarter, where Carl Hayden was just getting hot, getting shots, and the Wildcats were able to hang around and make that comeback late in the half due to their hot shooting. But we'll see what this third quarter has in store for us, because these two teams have come to play. It has been a loud atmosphere. A lot of Falcon fans made the trip from Phoenix, and it's another packed night in the student section for Willow Canyon. Prince Cash has it. He's going to elect to take a 3 and knocks it down over the outstretched arms of Jaden Hayes. Cash now with 8 on the evening. At the other end comes Khalil Kelly. Kelly going to work it in the corner. He'll get the ball right back. He's going to take a 3. No good. Ball tipped around. And the Falcons will come away with the rebound as Joseph Lindsay Jr. chased it down. He'll get the ball back, trying to work around a screen, dribbling all over the place, gives it off to Tyon Wright. Wright the floater, no good, and it's tipped out of bounds. It was last touched by the Wildcats. So it will remain with Carl Hayden Tyon Wright to inbound the ball. Checking out of this game is Austin Cooper. Maxwell checks in, as does Daniel Garza. Look down low and getting lost in traffic was Tyon Wright. He gets the easy bucket. And that extends Carl Hayden's lead, but quickly down at the other end comes Maurice Carter II. Unable to get the shot to go, but he is fouled and will head to the line for a pair. Maurice Carter II with 14 on the evening. He comes into tonight averaging over 18 points a game, and he's right around that season average. First free throw is good. Byron Lobmeyer will check in, replacing Jaden Maxwell. 5:52 to go in this third quarter of play. Falcons lead the Wildcats by 8 as Maxwell knocks down, Carter II knocks down the second. Joseph Lindsay Jr. at the other end, guarded by Carter II, has it at the top of the key, gives it off to Tyon Wright. Wright guarded by Kelly. Wright gonna work around the screen. Up top to Prince Cash. Cash gonna work on that mismatch and bury the jumper. He's got 10. His season average is 11, so right at it. Carter II quickly up court, and he'll put that in for his 18th point of the evening. Here come the Falcons. Wasting no time, and Lindsey Jr. going to be called for a walk. Willow Canyon gets the ball, trailing by 8 with 5:08 to go in this third quarter of play. Khalil Kelly brings the ball ahead. Puts it in the hands of Maurice Carter II. Over to Lobmeyer. Over to Hayes. Off the back of the iron, no good. There for the rebound is Daniel Garza. And Garza was fouled underneath. It looks like they're going to whistle Tyon Wright on the call. Falcons have a substitution, and now Elijah Eidelberg Slaughter is able to check in. He will replace Miles Wood. Inbounds for Willow Canyon underneath their bucket. Hayes gives it back to Kelly. Kelly going to put it up with his right. Too strong, no good. And Eidelberg Slaughter with the rebound, and now he's being pushed by Lobmeyer. We've got a few whistles. And it will be Falcon ball. Checking back into the game for Willow Canyon is Austin Cooper, replacing Byron Lobmeyer. So that was Willow Canyon's first foul of this third quarter, already 2 charged to the Falcons. They were in foul trouble early in that second quarter as well. Heidelberg Slaughter fouled on his way to the bucket. Inbounds pass to be triggered by Tyon Wright. Wright going to send it up top to Joseph Lindsay Jr. He'll work it down low to the big man. Fading away and putting it in for 2 is Muhammad Kul. The big post man up to 9 on the evening. Kelly, top of the key for Willow Canyon. Working a little one-on-one. Thought about working around the screen, went the other way. Carter II going to drive, put up a floater, got it to go, and the foul. He'll go to the line to try and complete the three-point play. The freshman at 20 points on the evening with 4:06 to go in this third quarter of play. Zayden Conchano will check back in, replacing Daniel Garza. Maurice Carter II at the line, 72% free throw shooter, and he knocks it down. 21 points on the evening for Carter II. Quickly coming down at the other end are the Falcons. Almost lost the ball, now they'll reset with 25 on the shot clock. Joseph Lindsay Jr. His team up 7, deep 3, and he gets it to go. He has had the hot hand like none other. He's at 20 on the night. Kelly puts it in the hands of Hayes. Hayes driving, puts it up with the left. He's swatted away by Cool. It will stay with Willow Canyon with 20 on the shot clock. Maxwell checks back in for Conchano. 10-point lead for the Falcons. Maurice Carter II and Joseph Lindsay Jr. having a battle tonight, both with 20 points. Whistle as an offensive foul charge to the freshman Jaden Hayes. Hayes is heated. Maxwell there to try and calm him down. And now Daniel Garza will come in to replace Jaden Hayes, who's getting in foul trouble. 3 team fouls on both squads. 3:15 to go in this third quarter of play. Joseph Lindsay Jr. guarded by Carter II. Lindsay Jr. spin move, gets it off to the big man, and Cool is fouled underneath. They're going to whistle this one on Austin Cooper. Cooper is trying to stick with them. That's the 4th foul on Willow Canyon. Cool at the line. He's got 9 points on the evening. And he knocks down the first free throw. 38% free throw shooter, hasn't attempted many this season. Second attempt is good. It is a 12-point lead for the Falcons, who have led for the majority of this game. Cooper, too strong, went over the rim, and a rebound for the Falcons. The big man is wide open. He puts it up, unable to get it. Rebound, Tyon Wright. He tried throwing it off of Garza. Garza controlled it. He'll go coast to coast and put it in for 2. Timeout, Willow Canyon, a 30-second timeout. We'll take one with them. It's 56-44, 2:34 to go. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Willow Canyon High School. Derek Diesner back with you. We had a scoreboard malfunction when that timeout was called. It is actually a 10-point lead for the Carl Hayden Falcons, 56-46, with 2:32 left in this third quarter of play. Willow Canyon also changed their mind when we first took that commercial break and have since changed that 30-second timeout to a full timeout. So you can see the teams are still in the huddle getting ready to break. The Falcon cheerleaders making a lot of noise in the bleachers. Wildcat cheerleaders trying to keep these fans into the game. Willow Canyon needs some sort of a spark as they have played from behind the majority of this contest. Falcon ball coming out of the timeout, 2.5 to go in this third quarter. Driving to the bucket, no good. Cool with the rebound. He doesn't make it. Tyon Wright leaves it short. Ball swatted away, and chasing it down in the backcourt is Joseph Lindsay Jr. Falcons with a fresh 35. Lindsay Jr. calls everyone off. Takes it to the top of the key to reset. Puts it over to Idlebird Slaughter. Far end. Guarded by Kelly. Idlebird Slaughter is tripped up. Ball's loose on the floor, and coming away with the loose ball They're going to call it actually a jump ball between Daniel Garza and Prince Cash. Possession arrows with Willow Canyon. Jaden Maxwell going to check out. Jaden Hayes back in. Daniel Garza to inbound. 100 seconds left in this third quarter. Garza drives, puts up a floater, left it short, ball tapped around. Lindsey Jr. going to come away at the loose ball, no look pass, and letting the defenders fly over him is Idleberg Slaughter. He'll put it in. 4-2, 58-46. Falcons lead the Wildcats by 12. Kelly drives to the bucket, no good. There for the putback is Garrison Bambola. He's got 4 points on the evening. Falcons hurrying it up court. Floater no good. Rebound by Daniel Garza. He continues to be in the right place at the right time. Taking it coast to coast is Jaden Hayes. He now has 10 points on the evening. It's a 10-point ball game, 58-48. Lindsey Jr. with 36 seconds to go. Driving down the lane is Idleberg Slaughter. It's blocked. Hayes has it. Looks to go coast to coast, and he lays it up and in for two. Bounce pass near side. They'll work it down low, and an offensive foul called on Mohammed Cooley. Carl Hayden Falcons starting to self-destruct, and Willow Canyon's getting hot. 13 seconds. Zayden Conchano checks in. He'll replace Khalil Kelly. Conchano to trigger the inbound. 58-52. 13 seconds. Garza over to Carter the second. He breaks the half-court timeline. Conchano to Carter the second. He puts up a three and buries it at the buzzer. What a shot by the freshman, Maurice Carter the second. With 24 points on the evening, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Momentum on the side of Willow Canyon, 58-54. Willow trails by 3. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
If you could shape the future of education, how would it look? Most students follow the same beaten path, but our path is different. Our path is inspired. Our path leads to more. Our path is career and technical education. Students are engaged. They do. They create. They are fueled by choice. Our students engineer their own experience. Working with business mentors, it's more than a classroom. It's a thriving center for career-driven education, focused on producing the best students. Students who are prepared to contribute in the working world. Students with self-confidence. Students with collaboration skills and creativity. The best kind of students. At the end of the day, we produce the best students. West Met is career-driven education.
Willow Canyon has worked this way back into the game. The fans are in it. Mohammed Cool makes the first bucket of this fourth quarter. It's a 5-point lead for the Carl Hayden Falcons. But make no mistake, Willow Canyon is fired up, as are their fans. And they are back in this game. Winner of this contest will advance to the 5A state semifinals to be played on March 5th. They will be played against the winner of tonight's contest between the 5th-seeded Catalina Foothills and the 4th-seed Central. The higher seed will host before heading downtown for the title game. Jaden Hayes with 14. They'll put it in the hands of Lindsey Jr., who drives down the lane, and he is fouled. Two shots upcoming for Joseph Lindsey Jr. He's at 20 points tonight, average a little over 13 coming into tonight on the season. A 71% free throw shooter, and he makes the first. Lindsey Jr. makes the second. 5-point lead for the Falcons, 62-57. Maurice Carter the second. Floater, no good. Rebound, blocked by Cool. His pass deflected, and Conchano comes away with it, gets it down to Cooper. Ball swatted out of bounds. It will stay with Willow Canyon. Last touch by Joseph Lindsey Jr. Checking into the game for Willow Canyon, Daniel Garza and Garrison Bambola. They replace Conchano and Cooper. Kelly will inbound with a fresh shot clock for Willow Canyon. Kelly driving on Lindsey Jr. Kelly puts it up with the right, left it short, tipped out of bounds, and it will be Falcon basketball. 6:41 to go in this fourth quarter of play. 62-57 our score. Joseph Lindsey Jr. taking his time as the Falcons want to waste as much time as they can with a 5-point lead. Tyon Wright with the ball at the top of the key. Wright has been kind of quiet tonight with just 6 points. Wright fouled on his way to the bucket by Khalil Kelly. That is the second team foul on Willow Canyon. Just one in this quarter by Carl Hayden. Tyon Wright to inbound. He'll go up top to Lindsey Jr. He's guarded by Daniel Garza. Drive down the lane, puts up the teardrop with the right hand, no good. Cool the rebound. He gets his pass deflected. Wright got it, but his putback no good. Hayes the rebound. Hayes going to give it off to Garza. Garza, good look down low to Kelly. Too strong. Bambola there for the putback, and that's good. He's got 6 on the night. Heidelberg Slaughter to bring it across the timeline. Hands it off to Lindsey Jr. Over to Cash. To Wright. Back to Lindsey Jr. Working on Carter the second. Kick out. 3. No good. Rebound Hayes. Over to Kelly. It's a 3-point lead for the Falcons. Willow Canyon can draw even here with a 3. Carter the second, who's had the hottest hand for Willow Canyon here this evening. Drives in. Kick out, Bambola, 3, got it! Garrison Bambola, where have you been? 62-62, 5:10 to go in this game. And we've got ourselves a ball game. Prince Cash gives it off over to Tyon Wright, up top to Joseph Lindsey Jr. Lindsey Jr. passes off, blocked from behind. Garza going up with the right, no good, ball deflected out of bounds. It's going to be Falcon basketball. Willow Canyon fans can't believe it, nor can head coach Joseph Coletti. Austin Cooper will check in, but a timeout will be called, a full timeout by Carl Hayden. They're going to switch it now. No, they're going to keep it a full. We'll take one with them. 4:46 to go, 62-62. We'll be back right after this. .446 to go in this fourth quarter of play. Derek Diesner back with you in this quarterfinal matchup between the 9 seed Carl Hayden Falcons and the number 1 seed Willow Canyon Wildcats. 62-62 with 4:46 to go. After a quarter of play, we saw Carl Hayden lead 16-13. They extended that lead into halftime, but then Willow Canyon worked their way back in that third quarter, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game. I do not believe Willow Canyon has led at all in this contest, so they are looking for their first lead. Prince Cash with it, goes up top. They'll sling the ball around the three-point arc. Lindsey Jr. working on Carter the second, spin move, good look down low. Cool puts it up and in for 2. He's got 15 on the night. He has been their secret weapon, as Willow Canyon has nobody to match up with them. Cooper is their best shot, and he has struggled. Carter the second with the ball at the top of the key. 18 on the shot clock. Hand off to Hayes. Hayes kick out to Kelly. Kelly backs it out with 10 on the shot clock. Guarded by Lindsey Jr. Kelly, fade away. Off the back of the iron, no good, and the ball was knocked out of the hands of Tyon Wright, out of bounds, right in front of the Willow Canyon bench. But it was last touched by, I believe, Jaden Hayes. It'll be Falcon basketball. Throw it in the backcourt to Elijah Eidelberg Slaughter, who will bring the ball ahead. 3:40 to go in the game. Eidelberg Slaughter. Over to Cash. Cash to Cool. Up top. Far side, Lindsey Jr. Guarded by Carter the second. He's going to drive. Fade away. In and out and in again. Lindsey Jr. with 24 on the night. Maurice Carter the second going to bring the ball up court and try to answer him. Guarded by Eidelberg Slaughter. 3 on the way, and that is good. From downtown Surprise, Khalil Kelly buries it from deep. He's got 9 on the night, and we've got a timeout with 2:58 to go in this fourth quarter of play. It is a 1-point ball game with the Carl Hayden Falcons clinging to a 1-point lead at 66-65. Again, a spot in the 5A semifinals at hand here tonight. Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to a close. The semifinal game will be played on March 5th with the championship on March 7th at the Arizona Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Willow Canyon currently ranked 4th in 5A, but are the number 1 seed in the 5A state championship tournament bracket. Carl Hayden, ranked 11th in 5A, draws the 9 seed in the 5A bracket. Coming out of the timeout, it will be Falcons basketball. They will have to go the length of the floor. They lead by 1 under 3 minutes to go in this quarterfinal matchup. Tyon Wright. Wright lost a handle on it. Gives it over to Cool. Cool, guarded by Hayes, puts it up, no good, gets the rebound and slams it. Right place, right time for Muhammad Cool. 68-65, and Kelly threw it right at Joseph Lindsay Jr., and then Kelly's going to be whistled for a technical foul as he grabbed Lindsay Jr. from the waist. It was an intentional foul, and Lindsay Jr. will head to the line, a 71% free throw shooter on the year. He has 24 points here in tonight's contest, tied with Maurice Carter II. First free throw is up and good. He now has a game-high 25. Second attempt is also good. Inbounds right next to the Falcons bench. Carl Hayden inbound. 71-65 our score, 2:32 left in the game. They'll throw it in the backcourt to Lindsay Jr., guarded by Maxwell. A fresh shot clock for the Falcons to work with. Lindsay Jr. takes a three from the top of the key, in and out, no good. There's Cool with the rebound, and he traveled. He had the rebound but was off balance, fell to the floor, and they're going to call him for the travel. So it will be Willow Canyon basketball. They'll make a few subs as Maxwell and Bambola will check out. Carter the second calls for the ball. He'll bring the ball ahead, and we've got a whistle, a foul going against Elijah Eidelberg Slaughter. He's been hit or miss here this evening. He's had a few good plays. He's also had some bad ones with turnovers and fouls. He's checking with the referee to figure out what he did. Maxwell going to check right back into this game for Willow Canyon, replacing Austin Cooper. 2:08 left. Carter the second looking for a big shot. Puts up a floater. Got it to go. Falcons walk the ball up. Heidelberg Slaughter over to Wright. Wright hands it off to Lindsay Jr. Lindsay Jr. down the lane. And he draws the foul as they whistle it on Hayes, who can't believe it. He thought he drew the offensive foul. He did not, and he's shaking his head as Lindsay Jr. is smiling at the free throw line. Joseph Lindsay Jr. puts the first free throw in. Student section chanting some not nice things, and Khalil Kelly turned around before that first free throw to tell him, no, stop. Lindsay Jr. with the second attempt makes that one as well. Willow Canyon needing to work quickly. Under 2 minutes to go in this game. They trail by 5. Carter the second drives in, kick out. Hayes, spin move, puts it up, blocked by Cool, ball's loose, and the Falcons come away with it. Tyon Wright dribbles down, he's got to back off, and the ball goes out of bounds. No, they got a timeout. They got the timeout, and they're going to use it. It is a full one with 1:19 left here in this fourth quarter of play. The 9th-seeded Carl Hayden Community Falcons lead the number 1-seeded Willow Canyon Wildcats 72-67. They have put Willow Canyon on upset alert. We talked about coming into this postseason, how would Willow Canyon play? Khalil Kelly, a senior in his final year, but this team really led by the freshman duo of Jaden Hayes and Maurice Carter II, getting their first exposure to the AIA postseason. They were dropped in their opening round game in the Open State Championship here at home to Hamilton by a final of 86-75. Hamilton didn't have a strong season at all, barely finished over 500. So they've been sitting since February 19th, waiting to play, and here this evening on the final day of February, they trail and have trailed for the majority of tonight's contest. That they trail by 5 right now with 1:19 left in the game. Again, I cannot remember if they had a lead in the first quarter, but I don't believe Willow Canyon did. They have tied this game a few times early in the game and then just recently. But other than that, Willow has not been in the lead. Referees are talking to Carl Hayden head coach Rodney Brown. I don't know if it's something about the Carl Hayden fans right now. We had a fan ejected earlier, a Willow Canyon fan. The Falcon cheerleaders making noise. Student section making noise for Willow Canyon. Wildcats looking around. Khalil Kelly telling his teammates, do not foul. The next foul for Willow Canyon would send the Falcons to the free throw line for the remainder of this contest. 2 timeouts for Carl Hayden, just 1 for Willow Canyon. It's a 5-point lead for the Falcons. And the Falcons will actually get to inbound underneath the bucket, so Tyon Wright to trigger the inbounds pass. He sends it in near side to Heidelberg Slaughter, who gets it in the hands of Lindsey Jr. Back over to Heidelberg Slaughter. 12 on the shot clock, and a foul was committed by Maurice Carter II. He's looking around as he can't believe the call. He wasn't looking to foul, but Heidelberg Slaughter draws a foul, and the sophomore, who has 4 points on the evening, will head to the free throw line. On the season, Heidelberg Slaughter, a 58% free throw shooter. The first free throw is up and no good, in and out. Substitution for Willow Canyon as Aiden Conchano will check in, replacing Austin Cooper. Second free throw for Heidelberg Slaughter. Good. That gives them 5 on the evening. 6-point lead for the Falcons. Maurice Carter II drives, leaves it short, no good. Ball tipped around, it goes out of bounds. And I believe it'll be Falcon basketball. It will be. Full court press put on by Willow Canyon. Falcons able to break it. Up top, they're going to want to get it in Lindsey Jr.'s hand. Right now, they're just trying to pass it around, and a foul is whistled on Jaden Hayes, excuse me. So again, they are over the foul limit. Falcons go to the free throw line. Elijah Heidelberg Slaughter back to the charity stripe. He's got 5 points on the evening, and he leaves it short. Byron Lobmeyer will check in, replacing Zayden Conchano. Head coach Joseph Coletti electing to go with some size. Heidelberg Slaughter connects for his 6th point of the game. Moving quickly are the Wildcats. A deep three by Carter II, no good. Lobmeyer the rebound, gets it back to Carter II. A lot of dribbling. Carter II drives in, and he's blocked, but a foul is called. .32 seconds left in this game. It is a 7-point lead for Carl Hayden, and Muhammad Kul comes out of this ball game giving his head coach Rodney Brown a big hug. The senior is feeling good about his team's chances with 32 seconds left. The first free throw by Carter II is up and good. Carter II, second free throw, no good. Willow Canyon controls, three-pointer on the way, no good. There for the rebound is Jaden Hayes, but a whistle and an offensive foul. A push-off, I believe it's being called on Carter II. The Willow Canyon fans cannot believe it. They have not been pleased with the referees tonight. And heading to the free throw line for the Falcons is Tyon Wright. Wright has been kept in check tonight. The senior has been held to just 6 points. He averages close to 15 points per game on the season. He knocks down the first free throw. He's a 71% free throw shooter. 7-point lead now for the Falcons. Second free throw is good as well. And we have got a timeout. Carl Hayden starting to give hugs and celebrate. The Falcon fans are waving to the Willow Canyon sideline saying goodbye. 29 seconds left in this game. 8-point lead for the Falcons. It's going to take a miracle for the Wildcats. Again, looking at the bracket, winner of this game will advance to the semifinals in a week on March 5th. They'll play the winner of Catalina Foothills and Central. If Carl Hayden holds on and wins this game, they will play on the road for the semifinal game, as Central's the 4 seed, Catalina Foothills the 5, Carl Hayden the 9 seed. Dribbling with it is the senior Khalil Kelly. Working it around. Shot up, and that is good. Wildcats get a little bit closer with 18 seconds left in the game. It was a three-pointer, and I believe it was by Jaden Hayes, but it was tough to tell. The Falcons need to get the ball up court, have to cross the timeline. Willow Canyon already over that foul limit, so you have to assume they're going to foul quickly. That way time doesn't come off of this clock. They'll get it inbounds, a trap. They allow them to break half court. And now they'll foul right in front of the student section. A lot of time came off that clock. It's just tough to tell, as these scoreboards, they've been freezing all night, and it's been taking forever to know what the actual score is and what the time is on the clock. Tyon Wright back at the free throw line, and he makes the first. I don't believe the time has been updated on the scoreboard. It says 12.8, but I feel like it should be less than that. Second free throw by Wright is good as well. He has 10. Hayes to inbound, gets it over to Carter the second. They said the time was correct, so Carter the second heaves up a three, no good. Conchano the rebound, gives it off to Kelly, who fires up a three, no good. Rebound, Carter the second takes a deep three, and he makes it at the buzzer, but it doesn't matter, as the upset win is pulled off by Carl Hayden. Final score here this evening: Carl Hayden 78, Willow Canyon 71. The number 9 seed Carl Hayden will advance to the semifinal, which will be played on March 5th. They will travel to face the winner of Catalina Foothills and Central. With the win, Carl Hayden improves to 21-7 overall. With the loss, Willow Canyon sees their 2024-25 season come to an end with a final record of 22-5. Joseph Lindsay Jr. led the way for Carl Hayden tonight with 28 points. The junior averaged 13 points per game coming in to tonight and went off for 28. Willow Canyon was led tonight by Maurice Carter II. He finished with a game-high 30 points. Final score again here this evening: Carl Hayden 78, Willow Canyon 71. Thanks so much to our entire DSB Live crew. I'm Derek Diesner saying so long from Willow Canyon High School. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.